Good morning, my dear friends. It's so nice meeting you. My name is P. Krishnamurthy, lecturer in English, working at Government Degree College for Women, WANAPARTHY. In fact, it's a very nice occasion for me, opportunity for me to interact with you through this video class. And today we are going to take a very common item in English grammar. That is noun. Today we are going to talk about noun part 1. But before we enter the main topic noun or nouns, let's try to know the importance of parts of speech. Every day, every minute, we keep on listening to English sentences. We keep on using sentences on paper. We read novels, we read poetry, we read fiction, we read essays, we listen to people in the society, we listen to the great scientists and great writers. And society is an amalgamation of all the people. Language is a vehicle of expression. For every language, words are very important. Only through words that we convey our meaning, what we feel in our mind, what we feel in ourselves. We try to convey our information by selecting the words. When you select the words, how these words are working in a form of sentence. You take one sentence, read that sentence, you understand it thoroughly. But sometimes, you don't derive any meaning from a group of words because those group of words are not set in a proper order. When any group of words are set in proper order, that conveys complete and perfect meaning. And that cluster of words, that group of words is said to be called a sentence. In a sentence or in a paragraph or in a speech or in any poem, we find words are being used. Without words, we can't communicate ourselves. But how best these words are working and how best these words are trying their best duties in the sentences, in the paragraphs, in the essays, and the speeches. Depending on the work, depending on the duty that the words are performing, the words are divided into 8. Those 8 division is called part of speech. So part of speech means in a sentence we come across a good number of words, maybe 5 words, maybe 10 words, maybe 20 words, and so that is said to be a sentence. In a paragraph we come across nearly 20 words or 30 words. All these 30 words, they are formed into sentences, they convey certain information. You take a sentence, in every sentence, every word that has got specific duty, that performs specific function and coordinating to the main meaning of the sentence. Depending on the work and duty, the words are divided into 8 categories. As I told you already, those 8 categories of words are called parts of speech. They are called noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. All these are 8 parts of speech These are the duties given to the words depending on the work that is being performed in the sentences and in paragraphs. And today I would like to talk to you what exactly a noun is, what exactly the importance of nouns in our communication. Today we are going to talk about noun. So let me know from you. Do you have any idea about noun? What is called noun? Which is called noun? Which word can be called noun? Which actually is doing the work of noun? A lot of questions, millions of questions may just crop up in our mind. But for every part of speech, there is specific definition depending on the duty that is being performed by that particular word in a sentence, in a phrase, in a clause, or in group of sentences, or in a paragraph, or any piece of literature. So, nouns. What is a noun? Let's let us think about that one. Here is very very clear explanation about noun. Noun is a word. Noun is a part of speech. Noun identifies a person. Noun is a word that identifies a person, place, thing, quality, idea, emotion, thought, or anything that exists. So noun is basically it's a word. What kind of word it is? That denotes name of a particular person, name of a person, name of an object, name of a thing, name of any idea. That's called so noun. So noun may be defined in many ways. Basically, we have to say that noun is called a naming word. A naming word is called noun. Would you please tell me, is there any is there anything that is not given any name? In the very beginning of this video, I introduced myself. I am P. Krishnamurthy. Krishnamurthy. This word is a name. This word denoting my name. So, Krishnamurthy, college, laptop, textbook, so student, students, university, Hyderabad, city, town, village, all these are all the words telling the names of particular objects, particular things, particular persons. So and so person is called so and so thing is called a person. We say that student. When you utter the word student, and it denotes that what are the qualities of a student. You can't just utter the word student to a person who is going on the road. You call you when you get into the classroom. You say good morning, students, thinking you're all students, and immediately so you find that students get up and just say good morning, sir. Can you say students outside when you go out of college, when you happen to see the people so roaming on the roads, do you call them students? No, they are given different names. They are given different names. Maybe some are workers, some are rickshaw pullers, some are so hawkers, some are working men, some are women, some are so maybe sweepers, some are politicians. So by just watching their stature, watching their duty, you just say that he is a watchman, he is he is a clerk, he is a lecturer, he is a principal, she is a doctor, he is an engineer. You can't just say, you can't just go to a doctor and say that engineer, then doctor gets confused. Excuse me, have you come to see me? Have you come to get yourself checked or not? This is not a place where you find engineer. This is a place where you find doctors, nurses, sisters, like that. So going to engineering office, when you So utter the word, hello doctor. Immediately the engineer gets confused because you are not using the words properly. So the words are created depending on the situation, depending on the work that is being executed by the persons. A teacher naturally goes into the classroom and takes the class. Then only you say that he's a teacher. She's a teacher. You say like that. You can't just say collector, because the collector has got separate duties. A person who has got separate duties, and he or she is going to be named by a separate word. That's why every word which tells the names of a person, every word which gives the name of person, thing, bird, animal, place, object, and that is called a noun. That's why in a simple manner I would like to say one thing to you. Naming word is called noun. It's very simple. Can you give me any any anything which is not given a name? Do you have any idea about the inventions that are taking place in the world? The moment the scientist invents anything, immediately he gives a name for that. The naming thing is called noun. Naming object is called noun. Naming person is called noun. So name of anything is said to be noun. So it's impossible to find on this earth the things, objects, persons, birds, insects, places having no names. Sometimes when a mathematics teacher does works out any problem in the classroom, the unknown answer, let us assume x. He says that, dear children, the unknown thing, let us imagine that is x. X is cold. So after doing the problem, solving the problem, at the end, the mathematics teacher gets the answer for that one. X is cold. 1, 2, 3, like that. So the moment you want to say anything, you need name. You need name, that's all. We say the child is born, the baby, the infant, the table, the book. All these are all the examples of noun. Okay. Definition of noun that we have understood. Now we'll think about examples of nouns. So here, names of persons. Names of persons, names of places, names of feelings, names of animals, names of birds, names of things, names of objects, names of games, names of insects, like that. Names of anything, names of liquids, names of gases, names of chemicals, names of inventions, names of scientists, names. So nouns are synonymous of name. Names are synonymous of nouns. Whatever that is being indicated with a name, and that is called name. This is a book. This is a book. What is it? This is a book. So the moment you happen to see this object, you say that this is a book. So that idea has been framed in your mind. The particular object may be called by this name. So you just say that this is wall. This is wall. This has been given a particular name for that one. This is wall. A name is given for this one, for this object. So we don't get confused. That's why in the very beginning, when child begins to learn language, she gets confused. Instead of saying wall, the child says that table. Then mother says, "Oh, my dear child, don't say that's a table. That's a wall. That's a wall. That's a wall." So, at the very beginning of learning any language, nouns are very, very important that everyone is supposed to know about it. Though it's very simple, but it's very, very logical to understand, to apply in our way of communication. Next, so there are different kinds of nouns are there. There are different kinds of nouns. Classification is being done. Sometimes I say that Rama, Gopi, Krishna, Taj Mahal, USA, Los Angeles, Moscow, Islamabad, Tamil Nadu, Ganga River, table mate, classmate, benchmate, seminar hall, conference hall, football, cricket, Tendulkar, all this ground. So Gymkhana grounds. So tree, neem tree, flower, rose flower. You see this one? Flower is also a noun. Flower is a word that is given for particular object. Rose. There is a specific name given for particular object, particular thing, like that. Book, English book. Book, English book. Book, mathematics book. So subject, physics. Subject, physics. Idea, enchanting idea. It's all compound noun, I say that. So like that, while we are using nouns in our day-to-day life, we come to know, we get a lot of doubts also. Can we call this one as a noun? Or if it is a noun, what kind of noun it is? If it is a noun, sometimes we say it's a book, sometimes we say English book. So what is the difference between this one? Now English players and Indian players, they are playing on the ground. Which ground? So Wankhede Stadium. They are playing on the ground. So in the very beginning, in the first sentence, I say that they are playing on the ground. They are playing on the ground. Ground is a noun, no doubt. They are playing on the ground. What are they doing? The players, you see. Instead of saying they, so I say the players are playing on the ground. Players, the word players is a noun because we don't call players for any person sitting inside of the room. We just say to any person or to any number of people who are just playing on the ground, we say that they are the players. Players are playing on the ground. What is it? This is the ground. But when you think about that one, Indians, Indians are playing on Gymkhana ground. Indians are playing in the Wankhede Stadium. They are playing in the Wankhede Stadium. So Wankhede Stadium, that's a specific name. Indians, it's a specific name. So I went to Los Angeles. I went to Los Angeles. Here is a person. I went to Los Angeles. Los Angeles is the name of a city. I went to America. So America is the name of a country. I was born at Alampur. I was born at Alampur in Joglamba Gadwal district. So I was born, so like that you can say like that. I was born in Hyderabad city. Hyderabad city it's also a noun, but Hyderabad city you just say that it's a compound noun, of course. Hyderabad, it's a name of particular city, name of particular city. So like that you come across different foldings of nouns. Students, in fact, they get a lot of doubts also in the class. Sir, you call this one as a noun and you call this one as a noun, and I'm getting confused. So what kind of noun it is? Will there be only one noun? Will there be a good number of nouns? Is there any classification in nouns? This kind of questions may be asked in the class. So I would like to say to all the students and to all our friends, and I would like to say that classification has been done. Kinds of nouns. So kinds of nouns will go like this. Nouns are divided into like this: proper nouns, common nouns, concrete nouns, abstract nouns, material nouns, collective nouns, compound nouns, countable nouns, uncountable nouns. I just once again read out all these things for you. Proper nouns, common nouns, concrete nouns, abstract nouns, material nouns, collective nouns, compound nouns, countable nouns, uncountable nouns. So next we will move on to what do you understand by proper nouns. So there are there are several types. A lot of division has been done. So in noun. So the first one is proper noun. What is a proper noun? Noun we know. Name of a person, name of a thing, so name of an object, name of a place, or name of a bird or animal. But what do you understand by proper noun? Proper noun refers to specific names of persons like Mohan, Suresh, Gopal, Sachin, so Sachin Kohli, so MS Dhoni, like that. APJ Abdul Kalam, so KCR, KTR, like that. All these are all the specific names given to the persons. Whenever you come across the specific names of the people, then they are called so proper nouns. So specific names of the persons, specific names of the places, specific names of countries, states, cities, towns, villages, like that. India, it's a specific name given to one boundary of space. And this particular area is named India. Telangana, for a particular boundary of land, we call that one Telangana. It's a name of a state. Hyderabad, it's a particular name given to one city. And you don't call Warangal as Hyderabad. You don't call Hyderabad as Warangal. You don't call like that. You just say that this particular area. Where are you going? I'm going to Hyderabad. I'm just leaving for Hyderabad. Hyderabad is a proper noun because that particular name is given for particular city. Alampur, Pullur. So like that, Eravali, Gadwal, Vanaparthi, so Mehboob Nagar, Warangal, Karimnagar, so Nizamabad, so Khammam, all these are all the names given for particular areas. Lata Mangeshkar, S.P. Balasubramaniam, Prabhas, Kamal Hassan, so Deepika Padukone, Sonia Gandhi, the Prime Minister of India. Who is that Prime Minister of India? Narendra Modi, Nirmala Sitharaman. All these are all the specific names given to the persons and places and countries. And they are called proper nouns. That you try to understand. So any specific name that is given for a person and thing is called proper noun. Let us think about the common noun. The second one, common nouns. What are the common nouns? Common noun refers to general names given for the persons, places, objects like city, school, person, player, student, teacher, ball, basket, bag, ground. These are all the general names. You are not finding any specific name. But when I said Hyderabad, there is a specific name given to city. But here in common noun, just city. It's a city. You are not mentioning which city it is. You are simply trying to say that this is only a city. Ball. You are not going to say that cricket ball. You are just going to say that ball, a common name given to that one. And other thing that I would like to say to you, my dear friends, very, very, very important note, all the proper nouns, proper nouns, they begin with capital letters. Wherever they are used, either in the beginning of the sentence or in the middle of the sentence or at the end of the sentence, all these proper nouns, they take capital letters at the very beginning of the word. At the very beginning of the word. But whereas in the case of common nouns, you don't give any capital letter for the first letter of the word. Unless until it takes place in the very beginning of the sentence, the first letter is going to be capitalized. But so proper nouns always take the capital letter at the beginning, and that is the thing that you have to keep in your mind. So now we have studied about proper nouns and common nouns. Next, we'll move on to the next item, exercise on proper noun and common nouns. Exercise. So let us do the exercise on proper nouns and common nouns. So here is a group of words given. Read all these words and try to classify under proper nouns and under common nouns. Here a good number of words are given for your convenience, and you try to read all those words. And building, Tendulkar, ground, subject, train, city, Los Angeles, language, Krishna Express, APJ Abdul Kalam, state, scientist, game, so LG Towers, Tamil Nadu, so Karimnagar, teacher, player, town, English, leader, KCR, S. Radhakrishnan, so Gymkhana grounds, mathematics, cricket. So here you come across a good number of words that are given for our study, and by reading all these words which are given, we have to classify which word comes under the heading of proper noun, which word comes under the heading of common noun, that we have to see. So here is, you see this one, common nouns, proper nouns. Here is the list. You see this one? How the same words that we have studied in the previous slide, so the same words have been segregated, they have been kept under the respective groups. So on my left, here you are going to find that common nouns, a good number of words have been listed here, and on my right, so a good number of words have been listed here. So you see this one, common noun, ground. It's a common word. It's a common name given for a place, and that's why that's ground. When you add the specific name for that ground, then it is going to be converted as a proper noun. Remember this one. That is the magic of this grammar. Whenever you learn grammar, there must be logic in understanding. There must be logic in applying grammar in our day-to-day life. Then only grammar never looks difficult. It's so easy when it is learnt logically, when it is applied logically, when it is communicated logically. Definitely, it is going to be a very, very interesting thing that everyone will come to know. That's the reason there won't be any stress when you learn grammar. There won't be any stress. You should not be under any pressure when you learn nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives. Don't be confused by all that jargonism. So this all grammatical jargonism. So you try to understand. So when a basic way that ground, it's a name given for a particular place. It's called ground. Common noun, this one. This is going to be converted as proper noun when you give the specific name for that ground. That's called Gymkhana grounds. Gymkhana. Gymkhana grounds means it's a specific name. So you are not going to say that ground, because there are a number of grounds are there. When Indians and Pakistanis are playing cricket match, so immediately somebody may ask you on which ground they are playing. Immediately you say that on Gymkhana grounds, both the teams are playing on the ground. Well, which is that ground? Immediately you say that Gymkhana ground. Oh, I thought it was LB Stadium. It was some other ground only. But you say that Gymkhana ground. When you say the two teams, Indian team and Pakistan team, both of them they are playing on the ground. Immediately you get it out, because you are using only common noun there. Ground is a common noun. There are a number of grounds are there in any city like Mumbai or Chennai or in Hyderabad. That's why you have to be very specific whenever you want to give any information to the person to whom you are saying, or to the listener also. That's the reason here common noun is there, ground is a common noun, and the same ground is there with a specific name, and that is going to be called as proper noun by the name called Gymkhana. So building, so it's a common noun, building. So which building? Again you get it out. Suppose your father may ask you, come on my dear child, come on, go and have your competitive coaching so in so and so building. Immediately you ask, okay my dear dad, come on, tell me in which building this coaching is being engaged. Then you will ask this one. When your father says that go to that building, go to the building and have the coaching. Immediately you get it out. Which building? When your father gives, it's LG Towers. Immediately you find the answer. Oh, you are talking about the LG Tower? Yeah, thank you, Dad. I'll just go and have the privilege of having that coaching there in LG Tower. LG Tower, LG Towers is a specific name given for that building. Subject is a common thing. It's a common thing, common noun. Which subject? Mathematics. Again, specific name is given. Train. Train, there are so hundreds and thousands of trains are there across our country. Many trains are just moving round so across our country. But we have to be specific. Tomorrow morning, I'll just go by Krishna Express. Of course, due to Corona, COVID-19, we don't have many trains, so we cannot. But just for sake of example, I just say to you, my dear friends, you try to understand. Train means a common noun, whereas Krishna Express means it's a proper noun. And player, Sachin Tendulkar. Player is a common noun, so Tendulkar is a proper noun. City is a common noun. Los Angeles is a proper noun. Language is a common noun. English is a proper noun. State is a common noun, and so Tamil Nadu is a proper noun. So scientist is a common noun. APJ Abdul Kalam is a proper noun. Game is a common noun. Cricket is so proper noun. Leader is a common noun. Casier is a proper noun. Town is a common noun. Karimnagar is a proper noun. Teacher is a common noun. Yes, Radhakrishnan is proper noun. I think you understand the difference between common noun and proper nouns. Shall we move on to the next one? Yeah, concrete nouns and so abstract nouns that we are going to study. Concrete nouns. What do you understand by concrete nouns? What do you understand by concrete nouns? Concrete means physical presence. Concrete means physical presence. Concrete nouns refer to things that can be recognized through our senses. What are our senses? Seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. The nouns that you touch, the nouns that you see, the nouns that you hear, the nouns that you taste. So they are called concrete nouns. All concrete nouns really have physical presence that have mass. Concrete nouns refer to physical objects that have mass. Examples: ball, bat, ground, player, water, bottle, bridge, glass, pen, pencil, table, book, chair, room, hall, apple, bird. That's the thing. Concrete nouns are those nouns which can be seen, or which can be heard, or which can be smelled, or which can be tasted, or which can be touched. So they they do have their physical presence. That kind of nouns are called concrete nouns. You take this one hall, we call this one as a hall, we call this one bat. So when you show that bat to a person, this is bat, you can feel that touch also. So ground, you can feel the touch of that ground. Player, you can show to him, there is a player on the ground. The player is visible, you are able to see that player. Water, you can touch water, you can feel, you can just drink water also. Bottle, you can touch it. Bridge, you can touch it, you can see it. Glass, you can see it, you can touch it, you can feel it. Pen, pencil, all of them are concrete nouns only. So these are the concrete nouns. We'll move on to the next item of that one. Abstract nouns. This is the noun that everyone feels rather typical. What do you understand by abstract noun? Abstract means the idea is abstract. Things that cannot be recognized through our five senses. The nouns are those nouns which cannot be recognized through our five senses. You cannot see, you cannot touch, you cannot hear, you cannot taste, you cannot smell. All these things which cannot be touched, things which cannot be seen, things which cannot be heard, things which cannot be smelled, things which cannot be tasted. They are called abstract nouns. And you get it out. What are these abstract nouns? I cannot. I can touch a book. Yes, this is a concrete. This is a concrete noun because you are able to touch it. But ideas, can you touch? Feelings, can you touch? Emotions, can you touch? Expressions, can you touch? So, quality, can you touch? Emotion, love, you can only feel. Feelings, emotions, ideas, qualities, moments. So, these are the abstract nouns. Peace. Let us maintain peace between the borders of India and China. Peace. You can enjoy it. You can feel that one. So, hunger. You can feel it, but you cannot show it. It doesn't have any physical form. Beauty. It doesn't have any particular beauty form. Can you go to any supermarket or to any shopping mall and ask the person there who is in charge of that shopping mall, excuse me, sir, would you mind selling me 1 liter of beauty, 1 kg of beauty? And they just laugh at you. Sir, excuse me, what are you asking? So, beauty, can it be measured? So, beauty cannot be seen. How can I just give you? So, love, you can feel that one. It doesn't have any specific structure, stature, physical format. Neither you can touch, nor you can see, nor you can hear, nor you can smell, nor you can taste. Uh, a noun that cannot be tasted, a noun that cannot be heard, a noun that cannot be smelled, a noun that cannot be tasted, a noun that cannot be touched is called abstract noun. That's why I say that abstract nouns are the names given to ideas, feelings, moments, quality, emotions. They are called. So, courage. Let us have courage. Where do you get this courage? Does it have any format? Does it have any structure? You don't find this structure at all. It's only feeling that is there in your mind. Oh, it's fantastic. So, Uh, so this is a beauty. This is the beauty that I enjoy. Poverty. You can experience it. You can experience it. Poverty. Richness. You can experience it, but you cannot touch it. You can feel. You can feel that one. You can experience it, that one. So a noun which tells about the feelings, emotions, expressions, or experiences. So ideas, those nouns are called abstract nouns. Are you clear about this one? I think you are very clear about it. So, exercise and concrete and abstract nouns. Let us do this one. Classify the undergiven nouns into concrete nouns and abstract nouns. Here, a group of words are given, and we have to read. After reading that, we have to classify the words. Which words come under concrete nouns? Which words come under abstract nouns? That we have to see now. Player, peace, fear, anger, clock, trust, monument, stone, impression, conference, park, star, tower, motivation. I could say that one. Soul, intelligence, muzzle, excitement, computer, lamp, contentment, interest, emotion, bulb, chair, patience, ambulance, patient, politician, enjoyment. These are a good number of words given in the form of clue. What we have to do is we have to classify them under the right heading of concrete nouns and abstract nouns. Here is the list. Check. Abstract nouns. Here on my right side you find the concrete noun, on my left side you find so abstract noun. Here right side, player. You can see him, you can touch him, you can talk to him, you can go with him, you can run with him, you can have dinner with him. So player is a concrete noun, but whereas peace, it's only a feeling, it's only an experience. So here concrete, clock, you are able to see that one. You can see what time is it now. You can see that one. Clock. Fear, it's a feeling. Fear, it's a feeling. And that feeling is called abstract noun. Next, anger. Anger is also a feeling, emotion. You can't just go to a cinema theater and find anger there. So anger has got different forms, but you don't know the physical form of that one. So any noun which doesn't have physical stature, and any noun that discloses experience, feeling, idea, emotion, and that noun is said to be abstract noun. Anger, monument, that you can see it. Stone, that you can see it. Trust, you cannot see it, you can feel it. Park, you can see it, you can enjoy in a park. Impression, it's only the feeling. Star, you can see any film star, you can see cricket star, you can see any tennis star also. Confidence, so that's the feeling only, that is emotion. Next, a tower, you can see it. Motivation, you can experience it. Motivation, so lot of motivation is given. So motivation is given, so you can only experience it, you can only enjoy it, you can only experience it. Muzzle, you can see it. Soul, it's abstract noun. Intelligence, abstract noun. Excitement, abstract noun. And again contentment, abstract noun. So here lamp, so concrete noun. Computer is a concrete noun. Chair is a concrete noun. Ambulance, so concrete noun. Patient is a concrete noun. So politician is a concrete noun. But whereas here when you come to this one, interest. I have a lot of interest. I have a lot of interest to learn English. Students say, sir, we do have a lot of interest to learn English. Interest. So it has no any physical form. And that's why this is called abstract noun. Interest. Emotion. Emotion. Again, patience. Enjoyment. Enjoyment. So this you can only feel this one. You cannot show the enjoyment stature. That's the reason. And in the part one, what do you what do you understand about this one? In the part one, what do you study about that one? So we know something about parts of speech, how the parts of speech are very important in our communication, about nouns, what is when they noun, and the kinds of nouns, so proper nouns, common nouns, concrete nouns, abstract nouns, and in a very clear manner that we discuss regarding all these things. I hope everyone has understood the topic. In part 2 of nouns chapter, we'll discuss in tomorrow's class. And for this class, really, I feel excited explaining the beauty of noun, the classification of noun, and how they are creating wonderful scenario in our mind. And there is every need for every teacher, every lecturer, every student, every ambassador, every member in the society to have specific knowledge about grammar, but we have to apply that grammar logically. analytically in a very easy manner. Not that you need not know only the definition of the nouns, but you have to implement the mechanism of grammar, mechanism of nouns, and make this learning English very easy and easier. And thank you for attending this class. Thank you very much. Bye bye.